Hi, my name is Anita and I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. This is my assignment for week 2 of the Introduction to Music Production course at Coursera.org. Today, I'm going to go through the basic steps to create a new project in Logic Pro version 9 using the project checklist outlined in this week's video lectures. To begin with, I'm going to select File, New from the drop-down menu and then click on Empty Project in order to create a new one. A box drops down asking me to select the type and number of tracks I'd like to create in this project. Since I'm not sure how many instruments and audio tracks I'll need, I'm going to create an audio track to begin with and make sure that it's set to the correct input on my digital audio device. Now before I start recording, I'm going to go over my project checklist first, or I could end up with a really confusing mess later on. The first thing I'm going to do is name my project and save it in the right location on my hard drive. To do this, I go to File, Save As, then I select the location. In this case, I want to save my Logic project in the Logic folder on my hard drive. Once I've selected the location, I can go ahead and name the project. Before clicking Save, it's also a good idea to make sure that Include Assets and Copy External Audio Files to Project folder are selected. This ensures that a project folder is created and that the audio files are kept in an audio folder within the project folder. Once that's done, I can click Save. Next, I need to make sure my digital audio preferences are set correctly in Logic Pro. I can access Logic's preferences by selecting them from the drop-down menu under Logic, or by clicking on the Preferences button and selecting Audio. In the Audio Preferences window, under the Devices tab, I can check to make sure that I've selected the correct hardware device for getting sound in and out of my digital audio workstation. Next, I'll check to make sure that my buffer size is set correctly to 128 and that where it says 24-bit recording, there's a check mark in the box. I also want to make sure that I'll be recording broadcast WAV files. To do this, I'll click on the General tab in Audio Preferences and select WAV or .bwf for my file type. Now there's still one more setting I need to check before recording, and that's the sample rate, since I want to make sure it's set to 48,000 Hz. It's important to set this before recording because changing it later will affect the pitch and speed at which my audio files play back. The place to change the sample rate is in the Project Settings box, which can be opened either by clicking on the drop-down File menu or by clicking on the Settings button and selecting Audio. I can then select a sample rate of 48,000 Hz. So just to recap, I've set up a project name and location. My digital audio preferences are set for 24-bit 48 kHz audio recording. The file type will be broadcast WAV or .bwf files. My hardware settings are set so that Logic will be using my Motu audio interface. And my buffer size is set to 128, so there will be a minimum latency while recording. Thank you for taking the time to listen and watch. I wish you happy recording and good luck with the rest of the course.